Hashtag crazy bitch.
Well, that convinced the girls he's for real.
It's not hashtag. It's real.
What will it all come crashing down?
That's the normal guy. I really hate what it takes to put it up.
It's a new hour of the same exact hour. 24 Live Another Day continues this Sunday on Fox.
With a smooth and creamy taste your whole family loves. It is so good all of the time.
Now through Monday only, choose Fusion or Escape and get $1,000 trade assistance plus keep all incentives. Impressive MPG, Ford has it. Advanced technology, Ford brings it. Incredible value, Ford delivers. Now through Monday only, bring us your trade, get $1,000 more than it's worth, and drive home a new Escape for just $159 per month. Or choose a new Fusion and pay just $149 per month. Make the right choice. See your California Ford dealer now. Fox 40 News at 10 starts now.
A couple of minutes that seemed like an eternity. Surveillance video shows the sheer terror inside a Gym Boys last night. Customers in the middle of an armed robbery.
He pointed his gun straight at me and said, "Get on the ground."
Why didn't you comply?
Because I didn't want to. I was so scared. My reaction was just to run.
Hi, everybody. I'm Stephanie Cruz.
Unnecessary console. Suspects heavily armed and masked get away with cash. The victims left with memories of their lives flashing before their eyes. Mark Dempsey, the only local reporter to speak with the restaurant manager and that woman who had a gun pointed at her head.
So I had the register open to record. Right there, 2 seconds later, the guys jump on top of the counter. I just noticed 2 guys, and then they just asked for the money aggressively, and we just did what they were told.
That was the exact opposite, though, for a couple of customers. Nikki and her boyfriend were first startled at the 2 masked gunmen entering Gym Boys.
So we both stand up and start to leave and run out. And a third guy comes in, points the gun at me, and says, "Get on the ground." And I just decided to run. And I ran as fast as I could out of the building.
Despite her adrenaline taking over, Nikki did wonder if she had made the right choice.
When I ran out the door, I was afraid maybe he would shoot me, but I just decided to keep going.
Most of the 10 or so customers in the Elbrook Gym Boys ran out, leaving their belongings behind. But the gunmen had no interest in those items.
And it was quick. Those guys, there were 4 guys, I guess, all together, 4 individuals, and they had it all planned out, ski masks, they had gloves, so there was no way of us detecting who they were.
All I saw was dreads on the first guy that came in. His dreads were hanging out of the bottom of his mask, but they were completely covered in black. And they had blood on them.
Elbrook police believe the 4 suspects that came inside last night were 3 males and a female. And they say they only got away with the cash from the registers.
No, they did get a little bit for one of the cashiers with him, and he's the one that kind of felt it the most because the gun was actually pointed at him directly, so he felt it and he looked at it, so he was the one that was more shook.
Again, this armed robbery was a well-planned-out event. Again, over in seconds, terrifying for those inside, and the 4 suspects, as we mentioned off the top tonight, still at large.
Thank you, Mark. And you saw it first on Fox 40. Body camera video that Manteca police say proves a homeless man's claims of brutality are bogus. Over the past 2 nights, we showed you the injuries to 48-year-old Robert Olvera, who said he was attacked by a Manteca officer for no apparent reason last week. We also played the police body camera video, which shows an officer striking Olvera as he refused police orders to get up. While the video does not show Olvera striking back, the officer does make mention of Olvera grabbing his private area, something the police chief stressed within our story last night. And in a news release tonight, Manteca Police Chief Nick Obligacion said questions have been raised as to the need for force used against the suspect as depicted in the video, which Chief Obligacion answered in an interview on Fox 40, but was not shown. Now, we reached out to the chief tonight requesting clarification about what he felt was not shown. He did not get back to us, but in the interest of full transparency, we reviewed the interview, and here's the chief once again explaining his officer's actions as he did last night.
He couldn't disengage where he could actually stand up and push away. Mr. Olvera had a hold of his testicle. So a distraction strike to the face, had he released after the first one, it would have ended there. Had he complied at any given point, that's where it would have stopped. And you notice once the second officer got on scene and he was able to maneuver between the two officers to get himself in a position where they could get him handcuffed, the altercation stopped.
And we have posted the chief's entire news release on our website. We will also post extended clips of Tia Ewing's raw interview and all of our stories in this case. Just go to fox40.com and search the keyword Manteca. New attend a dramatic drug raid near Modesto with cops, agents, and deputies dropping into a marijuana farm near the water treatment plant. The police department sent these photos of the evidence, including outdoor grow sites with 4,000 pot plants, some nearly the size of people. The site is surrounded by water from the San Joaquin River and included several campsites. Street value of the drugs is estimated at $12 million. Wednesday's raid resulted in 5 arrests.
On Wildfire Watch tonight, flames break out to speed from a Rockland neighborhood filled with kids. Those flames are now out, but they did prompt some brief evacuation. Some very young and alert boys stepped up to help their neighbors. Nicole Comstock is live with more on their efforts. What happened here, Nicole?
Well, some Missouri firefighters have been out here since about 5:30 this evening, and just a short time ago, they did finish mopping up the rest of the hot spots out here. But take a look right down here by my feet. You can see some black areas of burned grass, and then straight down into the field behind me. This is where 4 acres burned this evening, right near some residential neighborhoods. Now, residents got out here and saw those flames jumping up out of the field. They sprung into action before firefighters could even arrive. Fire in a field of dry grass burned 4 acres, just feet from a family neighborhood in Rockland.
It got pretty big when it went. It was really thick over here, and probably about like 6 feet into there.
When Nicholas and Hunter saw those flames, they reached for their phones, an instinct, but not their first instinct.
Yeah, when I evacuated from over here, I walked back over here, and it was right here.
Yes, when he was evacuating people with his friends, Nicholas took this video of the fire as it burned right near his feet.
We went and knocked on a bunch of doors and told them that there was a fire out and they might want to evacuate their home.
Doggy Zane got one of those knocks.
So we ran out, and we were very alarmed because at first it looked like the fire was in the backyard of our neighbors.
Doggy's son, Arjun, also very alarmed.
Because it was so close to my house.
And close to other homes as well. New construction lines the field of grass this fire burned in.
The fire came to right here.
Burning plastic on this new asphalt.
It came off. Yeah. They thought that they had to build another one.
Well, rebuilding that asphalt, not nearly as bad as anyone having to come out and rebuild these homes. The neighbors very thankful that didn't have to happen. No word yet on what caused this fire, although it was a very warm and pretty windy day out here.
All right, Nicole, thank you. A suspected arsonist in question tonight about a fire. It brought traffic to a stop on the Sacramento Highway. Fire sparked the cutters landing and burned 3 acres of grass underneath Business 80. Several lanes were closed. Traffic was routed.
That's what I'm really nervous about. We feel so far down and affecting and moving. And we're right here right now about this, so it's pretty scary.
The suspected arsonist was questioned but not arrested. Traffic is back to normal and trains are back on the move.
Roseville High School students finally got their diplomas after arson destroyed their graduation stage. It was burned early Thursday morning on the football field. But thanks to local businesses, churches, and former graduates, the school collected enough money for a new stage. Graduates say they're glad that school was able to overcome the crime.
I think we're just trying to enjoy the moment now. We got through that. We people stepped up and overcame it, and we're just enjoying the situation.
I remember you said that before we
we got to do. I mean, it showed how strong we really all are and how we can all just get back together and overcome something as big as that. So it's sad it happened, but it just showed how strong of a craft we really are. So.
2 teen students were arrested for the crime, 18-year-old Jordan Loya and 17-year-old Joe Evans. Newtown Citrus Heights police say they busted up a huge identity theft ring based near Adagio Way and Opus Court. Investigators say it started as a traffic stop with a quick search of the truck, leading to 50 stolen credit cards, IDs, social security cards, and bank statements. A later warrant resulted in 4 arrests. Investigators say they found more stolen cards and identity theft tools at the home. They say they'll be contacting area burglary victims whose identities may have been stolen.
A construction site in Winter struck by tragedy. 2 workers died in a crane accident, and families are left to cope with their loss. Rudy Nakano explains what we know so far about the accident.
Family and friends gathered around the accident site at the Pula Creek Bridge in Windsor as the coroner came and took their loved ones away.
Our thoughts are with the families, our crew, the crew members.
Friday morning around 7 a.m., emergency crews received a call about a fall from a bridge at a construction site.
2 victims were in a basket. They were fairly high in the air and took the fall of quite some distance that was not survivable.
Authorities say the 2 men were in this yellow basket when it plunged about 80 feet into the foundation of the new bridge. The owner of Disney Construction Company, which employed the men, says in 3 decades of operation, they've never had an accident of this magnitude.
Something that's working on our minds every day. We have safety meetings. We discuss the hazards of the job. Never had this happen.
At the top of the crane, a cable appeared to be frayed, but the exact cause of the accident is still under investigation by Tyrosa.
They have crane experts on the scene here today inspecting the crane and trying to determine what exactly caused the fall.
Richard Disney says his construction company, which employs about 100 people, is like a tight-knit family, which makes this accident tougher than ever.
They're great guys, family members of the crew, so knowing their uncles and parents for a long time. So it's been very, very difficult.
The $15 million Solano County project is slated to be done by 2015. Until then, a temporary bridge will remain open.
A Yolo County mother convicted today of first-degree murder for killing her daughter. The 5-year-old was drowned at their Davis home and her body found in the trunk of her mom's car.